fans? My name is Henry.
And I'm Isaac.
And we are
Wine with the Gays.
And on this episode we are drinking the Federalist. It is
Federalist.
Federalist.
Wow.
Federalist.
That sounds very Americano.
It has George Washington.
Don Jorge.
Expensive.
Was it made in Washington?
No, it was made. Well, I don't know actually. It is a Cabernet Sauvignon. It is rich, full-bodied.
Oh, like us.
Like you, bitch. I'm a twink. Flavor to a well-rounded palate. And it says, for some reason, it says Lodi everywhere. Who the fuck
Loading?
is Lodi? Lodi.
Oh.
L as in Lima, O as in oval, D as in dog, I as in indigo. And it is a...
Let's try it. It's full-bodied, so it should fill our mouths.
Oh, it's not George Washington. It's Ben Franklin.
Girl, you bought it.
I bought it because it looked cool.
It's Benjamin Franklin.
And it was on sale for $15.
He be looking like George Washington though from afar.
It's 13.9% alcohol by volume.
Ooh, good thing you're going out today.
Alcohol is loud. Uh-oh. Are you towing my car? Check.
Oh shit, it's not there anymore.
Stop. Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
You're paying for my towing.
Respeto.
Okay. Anyways.
So,
what are we going to be speaking about on this episode?
On this episode, we are going to be speaking about mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health.
And how it doesn't exist. No, I'm just kidding. Mental health is actually pretty serious. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Well, Isaac, we all know you're a pretty anxious person. Would you like to start out?
Thank you. Oh, that's actually good. Okay, Benji.
Benjamin.
I see.
Would you like to start out?
So mental health, yeah. I mean,
Would you
how
like
about
to
we
speak
start
about
out with
yours?
like, to you, what is mental health?
Mental health is like, I'm honestly not really worried about my mental health.
Okay.
I deal with it in my own ways. Like, obviously I get sad sometimes. I get anxiety too, but do I have anxiety? No. Does that make sense? Like, I can control myself pretty well. So I don't suffer from anything.
Okay.
I might be a little bit bipolar.
Who isn't?
Who isn't? But yeah, what about you, Isaac?
Well, I am a little bit loca sometimes, to be honest with you.
But do you think, what kind of mental health are we talking about?
Like
'Cause there's
mental health in general. To me, mental health is basically how you feel on a day-to-day basis about everything around you, including yourself. And how that makes you feel and how that affects you in different ways and in different aspects of life. For example, for me, I get because of kind of like the trauma that I've been through, I'm always thinking of the worst case scenario. And it's something that I constantly fight against.
And think about.
Yeah, because I know most of the time, and this is something that I've learned through like therapy and stuff like that, like not everything is gonna actually happen if you really look at it. My therapist actually said, go ahead and write down is making you anxious at night, and then wait, and then the next night, see if that thing that was making you anxious actually happened. So I started doing that, and I started seeing
Where's
that.
the proof?
Well, I'm
I'm
getting
just kidding.
there.
I'm just
Um.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, you made me lose track of where I was going.
Oh, you write down little notes.
Yeah. So I I started doing that. I
Hmm.
actually put it on my phone. I'm gonna be honest.
So she didn't write it down.
I typed it. Um, but I still, some sort of like scripting,
Hmm.
whatever. So I started seeing that it wasn't actually happening. However, there's that also anxiety that comes through, like just things that you can't control.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I do have a job that requires a lot of my stress to go to it. Um, and it does get rough whenever I am going through it at work, at home, and personally.
Interesting. I mean, I get anxiety every once in a while, but like nothing serious. I mean, obviously, like worst case scenarios always like are in the back of my head, but like do I let it actually affect me? I do. Or like the thing is like with my job, everything is so in the moment.
Hmm.
With my job, everything is so in the moment. Like after work, I don't have to worry about it. And maybe that's the difference between you and me because you potentially could work 24/7 if you really really wanted to.
Yeah,
Like you work sometimes hours
sometimes.
that I'm like, wow, I would never. And like me, like even when I'm serving tables, it's like, oh, that table left. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
It's over. Cause like, sometimes when it's really busy and I'm like very hungover, like my anxiety is through the roof. I'm running back and forth. I'm over here thinking like the worst things ever, worst things ever. And I've had some of the worst things ever. It
Like
happened
drop
to me.
10
That's
water.
what I was going at. Like I've had the worst things happen to me that could ever pass into, that could
Happen to a
ever happen
server.
to a server waiter.
What is the correct way to say a server or waiter? It doesn't
I
matter.
think both is okay.
Okay.
Um, I consider myself a server because I like
Sirviente.
to serve. But no, yeah. But yeah. Other than that, like I really don't have any anxiety. Like I got myself.
Well, I have a question for you though.
Uh huh.
How do you deal with your anxiety whenever you do have it?
So, um,
And is it the healthiest way?
I talk about it. I'm a talker. Um, so I just talk about it, and if that's not enough, a little glass of wine never fails.
Mm.
Is it healthy? Mm, it's good for the heart. So,
And what's good for a heart is
it's
good
good for
for
the
the.
soul.
But not too
So,
much wine though.
there's never too much wine.
For
But,
me, the way that I work through my anxiety is I do a lot of things, and you're pretty aware of everything that I do.
yeah.
There's this day called Isaac Day where it's literally just like a mental day. Sometimes it does extend to like the whole weekend, just depending on how I'm feeling. And it's just like a full day of catering to whatever I want to do. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do anything, right? Like I may go to the park, I go exercise, I go and get myself some food, but most of the time I'm just home. And it's literally just me being kind of like Patrick Star, not thinking because I'm constantly thinking about something. Like if like constantly thinking about something. I have so many things going on at once that it's a little bit like mind boggling.
I don't really.
Like all my socials, that alone takes up a lot of time from my day.
Is it bad that I'm not always thinking? Sometimes I'm just like, like blank face. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I don't
Like
know.
there's nothing going on
I'm
in
not
my
gonna
mouth.
answer that question.
Why?
I think you should be like more invested into your
Mental health.
education and mental health and everything. Like you should always strive to be better than you are now.
I'm still waiting for my sugar dad to come.
I
I'm
think you lack
manifesting it.
motivation.
I'm manifesting it.
I think you lack motivation. That's what I think you
I
have.
think
Because
I
I don't
think
see that you like you never talk about like future goals. Like I'm very goal orientated, and the reason why I am very like goal orientated is because I usually do meet all my goals. Sometimes it just takes longer than expected, but I'm very consistent whenever I want to accomplish something.
well, you already know what my future goal is.
Wine with the gays?
I mean, if this blows up, sure. But or let me not say if we're manifesting things today.
Mm-hmm.
When it blows up, um, yeah. But if not, I think I'm attractive enough to be a stay-at-home mother, housewife. So
But you don't have like the yearn to just like accomplish something on your own.
I do. But
You don't believe in yourself.
right now, I'm having my fun. I'm still having my fun. I know I can get there. I know I can. But that's like I'm not ready for that yet. I want to get this out of me, whatever I have. It's like like a lombriz inside of me that is just itching a little bit, and that's why I like to have my fun. Um, I maybe I'm an alcoholic. Maybe I am, because I like to go out.
The first step is admit it.
I like to go out. I always look
How
forward to the
many
weekend.
times on an average month? How many weekends do you go out more? I mean, how many weeks do you go out more than 3 days in a row? I feel like you most weekends go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Not every Sunday, but Thursdays is karaoke.
Friday is
Friday
Friday.
is Friday.
Saturday is
It's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Sunday is brunch.
Brunch or hazy Sundays. And I don't know. I like being with my friends. I don't like being alone. I don't know if that's a mental health thing. Like,
It is.
why?
Because like when I came out, I used to be a lot like you. Like I was very outgoing. I would go out a lot. But there came a point where like I kind of didn't know myself. Like I was trying to be liked by so many other people that I stopped really looking into myself and growing with it. Yeah, so going out every day and like not really spending time alone kind of like made me lose who I was, lose control of like my growth as a person, and
But like, in what way? What do you mean lose who you are?
like the important things in life
Like
I
what?
lost I lost track of.
Like what?
Like for example, my career,
Mm-hmm.
securing my future. I'm not someone who likes to depend on people,
Yeah.
and making sure that I didn't depend on anyone was something that I lost track of.
Well, here's the thing: the difference between me and you. Like, I made sure I had my what would you call it? Like, thanks to my dad, air conditioning is always an option for me, and there's a lot of money in that. So I
Yeah,
will always have a job. I will always have a job, whether it's air conditioning or it's electricity. I can do electrical too, If not, I can serve tables. You can make a lot of money serving tables.
Yeah.
Depends on the location, obviously, but like for me, it's like I live by myself. I've lived by myself for 2 years now. I spend a lot of time by myself, but I don't think like you realize exactly how much time I spend by myself. So it's like I want to when I want to go out, it's because I'm tired of being alone.
Mm,
And like you have your partner, you know? You have your dog.
I do.
Me, I could not keep up with having dogs, especially living by myself,
Yeah.
because I'm always working or I work a lot. I can't have dogs. So
Well,
that
maybe
is
that is also something that's different, right? Because I have been in stable relationships.
not me.
Yeah. I mean, my first relationship was 2 years. And then this one, we're about to go on. We just reached 4 years together.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's, I do get it. I do get it. But at the same time, I do want you to know that I do see you, that I've been there, but I am the person who I am now, which I'm pretty proud of because of everything that I live by.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that I can teach you that you cannot teach yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want you to have all the credit, as you should. Because when you're my age, then you can be like, you know what, I did this on my own. I figured it out. It's not like, oh, my uncle had anything to do with how my future looked like. Obviously, if I see you struggling, I'm going to help.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I refuse to let myself get there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a very prideful person.
You are.
So, like,
Doesn't help with mental health. You know that.
but like I will. The last thing that, well, how would I say it? Like asking for help. I hate asking for help.
Yeah,
I
I know that
hate
feeling. I
asking for
think
help.
it's just something that like our family has never been pretty good at.
Mm, yeah,
Like they always waited until they were already drowning before they asked for help, and that's a human thing.
yeah.
But I do feel like if you are a believer, God does put some angels on your way that, are there to help. And some people do have the means to help. And they are
Don't get me
willing to
wrong. Don't get
help.
me wrong. If I need help, I have
No, no,
very,
I
very
know.
good
But what I'm saying is
friends.
that even though we know that, it's still hard.
Yeah,
Because there's always like, damn, they saw that I went and ate out last week. How am I gonna like ask for help?
yeah,
Type of deal. Like
yeah.
that is super real for me to say, but like it's literally like that. For me, sometimes I be like, feeling like, oh, like I know I shouldn't be spending this money, but I don't know. Sometimes I just lose control,
Yeah.
and I think it has to do with mental health.
Why?
I think it's because I grew up with nothing. I think so. I think that's the reason. That's another reason why I have a hard time letting go of things, physical things. Like, like I said the other day, the other podcast. Like there's clothes that don't fit me for years that I still have, and I'm like, I'm gonna fit in them one time. I filled up a whole closet, walk-in closet of my clothes that I promise you, I probably haven't worn in a couple of years.
Well, damn. I have I have my closet.
So it's
It's
attachment issues, I guess.
I mean, I could see it being attachment issues, but I have a lot of clothes that I'm like, not yet. Not yet. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's
Like the ones that keep you like motivated to work out.
No, all my clothes fits me. I've been the same size the last 2 years. I really have. I'm pretty proud of that. But I got you. Yeah, no, like
I was sharing,
mental
but
health. Oh, I thought you were asking for more. Mental
for
health.
me, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I just need a break from people.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's gonna sound kind of like weird for me to say and other people to hear me because I'm such a people person.
Yeah. No, but I get
But
that too.
sometimes I just like I go through a whole week and I am working with different people constantly
Yeah.
and going deep into like building relationships to where I get a lot of their energy. And by the time that it's Friday, sometimes I'm drained just from talking to people. And it doesn't really make sense because it's just talking. But like mentally, I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be Patrick Star like you, you know?
You know, for me, it's like, okay, with at work, we have a lot. The majority of them are straight. If not, they're like masculine or they're down low. You know. But as far as I know, I have one customer that I know for a fact is gay because I went on a date with him.
Hmm,
Yeah. um.
interesting.
But other than that, I don't know who else is gay. Um. But like, I get tired of so much straight energy. And like obviously I don't have an issue with straight men,
Yeah.
but like in order to keep up with that energy. And I people don't ask me if I'm gay, like or any of that.
Is it because you're used to just like acting because you had to act so long?
No, I'm the thing is I'm I'm not that feminine. I can be feminine, but like
In public,
in public, like
like during work hours.
I'm not that feminine. I don't think. If anything, like I can switch it up. Don't get me wrong. Like when I'm with my friends, I'm like, even like with you, like you know how we are.
Yeah.
But like my voice is kind of deeper.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like
bro.
yours. Mm.
How's mine?
It's not like yours. And
Do I sound gay?
what? No.
I
No.
do. Like
No.
literally, sometimes I be pulling people's credit and whenever they have like a really good credit, I'm like, yes.
No, but
I can't
like
help it.
I mean, the thing is I look so manly too,
Yeah.
especially when I'm at work. So it's like if I do sound gayer than I think I sound, like I'm sorry, but I don't think I sound that gay, especially when I'm at work. You know?
Uh huh.
So,
I see you at work.
oh, you saw me when I was busy. Like I'm quick with it. I'm quick with it. I'm my job. When I'm at my job is to get you in and out as fast as I can.
Honestly, I don't.
And you saw me at
I
my
feel like you
busiest.
you you. I don't know.
Like I don't.
I feel like I don't sound like. I don't know.
Isaac,
I do.
you have a pretty feminine voice. Not. I can tell you're gay by the way you sound.
I have the gay sound.
You have the gay sound, and I think I do too, but because of my looks, as I mean, in the club it's one thing, but like at work I have uniform, so
It's not like you can show like who you are through your
exactly.
clothes. Yeah, yeah.
Like I'll wear jewelry and stuff. Yeah, I have earrings, but
Who
it's
doesn't?
2024. Like who
Yeah.
doesn't?
Even straight guys paint their nails.
I, yeah, I have a customer that has his nails painted,
Me
but
too.
I don't want to assume, but
I
I'm
don't think you
pretty
should
sure.
say it. Let's just keep it as he's
Yeah,
straight
I don't think he's straight.
until proven guilty.
I don't think he's straight, but I'm not one to judge. You know? You
Pop
know?
off, girl.
Hold on.
I don't even have the guts to paint my
You know
nails.
what happened to me today?
What?
So right as I will. Okay, I went out for karaoke last night, and in the morning I was still drunk, maybe a little
We're
bit
getting off
hungover.
topic.
No, I know, but this is important because it affected my mental health.
Okay.
So, first customer that I get to attend because I have somebody get there before me, and he walks in, and this guy we all know him to be a cunt. Okay,
hmm
like he's a fuck, like he's a bitch, like low key. No, high key a cunt. So
The guy that you've been like telling me about,
I don't know.
Goldito.
No. This guy's skinny. So he walks in, comes straight up to me, doesn't even say good morning, and he's like,
How rude.
"What the fuck is this gay shit?"
What gay shit?
My earrings. I was like, Mitchell, please blur that out. Please blur that out. I was like,
I was just to beep.
please.
Yeah.
I was like, I've literally always had earrings since I worked here. I was like, you're probably just always in your fucking head. I was like, no, I'll tell you how I said. I was like, you're probably just always in your head. You don't get to pay attention to anything but yourself. Like, because like that was offensive. I mean, I could have taken it offensively. I didn't because I already know him. I know he didn't mean it to offend me. You know, I know he just speaks out of his ass because he can. So I was like,
You should have just came back with it's for you, daddy.
no, no, I don't like him. I don't find him attractive. Actually, if I saw him dressed differently, I
I
might.
honestly feel like killing with kindness is the best thing to
No,
do
I gave him a
sometimes.
hard time. I told him we didn't have the compressor. He needed two compressors. I was like, well, we have one in Concord.
Wait, is this a client
Yeah,
or
he's
a
a client.
coworker?
No, he's a client.
Oh, I
He's
got
one of my biggest
confused.
accounts. So I was like, well, we have one in Concord. He's like, okay, let me call my competition. My competition. My competition. So I was like,
How rude! In front of you?
yeah. Yeah, in front of me. He's a cunt. I'm telling you. He does not care about anything, which I respect it because he he's quick
It's his
about it.
business.
He does a very good job with his business. I hate him, but I can't help but love him. You know what I mean? He's one of those
You
people.
hate him, but you admire his tenacity.
She's throwing things. No, but like I admire him. You know, I
Yeah,
don't hate him, but he's such a cunt. He's like a queen. If he was
like a
gay,
straight queen.
if he was gay, he would be such a cunt,
Yeah.
like cunty. But yeah,
So
so
how did you deal with it?
I just gave him as much sass as I could while being professional. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, back to mental health.
So
Back to
yeah, after that wonderful story,
it ruined my vibe for a little bit, and then like we were just so busy today, and me being hungover, like I don't know, like I get a lot of when I got to work, I was full of adrenaline, you know.
but I do feel like self-caused anxiety is kind of different than like naturally caused anxiety. Because you caused your anxiety more because you were hungover from going out the night prior.
Yeah, but that's honestly where most of my anxiety comes from when I do
Just
have it.
getting hangover.
Yeah,
So what if you were to take
like I
away
don't get
like
hangovers like with I don't get hangovers like headache. Like I'll feel tired. But like hangovers like as in
you
like
don't?
how you get and I don't.
I should be getting some badass fucking hangovers.
I just get like a little bit of anxiety.
You know the great thing is that now I live close to my favorite sancocho place.
Which one?
I can't say, but it's Dominican.
Oh, I know which one. No, like okay, we're getting off subject. Off subject. No, but like okay, how do you feel about like people that have really bad anxiety?
Or depression.
Yeah.
So I do feel like depression is something that is potentially treatable as long as you have the right mindset to start treating it.
Yeah.
I can tell you I have been depressed, obviously, but I never get let it get so far to the point where like I can't come back from it.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like some people stay in it and can't get out of it.
So do you think it's a choice?
I don't think it's a choice. I think it's a mental fortitude type of deal. Like it just depends how strong your mind, you train your mind to be.
So do you think they're weak?
I don't think they're weak, but I do feel like some people that haven't gone through a lot of things haven't experienced enough to know how to handle situations, how they're supposed to be handled. Because I can tell you, because of everything that I've gone through, something that I would literally just fix with a
Can you use
smile.
we?
Huh?
Can you use we?
As in we.
Everything that we've gone through. Because
Everything that we've gone through.
like, we went through pretty similar.
Yeah, 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 we have.
Obviously, you have gone through more than I have because you're old, but like,
Well, you never experienced solitude,
I didn't. I didn't.
which that
But
alone
still,
is a monster.
I went through a different type of
You did,
solitude.
but I'm not trying to diminish you.
Okay.
I've had a couple of glasses of wine, so the we's are turning into eyes.
Because you're
Sorry,
Isaac.
exactly. Stop
Anyways.
whining. um, because of everything that we've gone through, we are able to kind of like, go through. We are able to handle more than your typical human being can.
Yeah.
Because it takes a certain type of human to
No,
go through what we
no.
went
I
through.
think you're wrong. I think everybody has been through something. Obviously, there's rare cases of people that have been never been through anything, that have been babied their whole lives. But
So you
like,
think they have the same
I
mental.
not no. I think they have other people have been the majority of people have been through something. Something. Everybody has gone through something. Maybe it's not as severe, but everybody knows how to deal with themselves. I have a friend that has very bad anxiety. Extremely bad anxiety. Sometimes he has to stay home. Or like he'll be sitting in the shower and like just shaking.
Hmm.
And he has been through a lot too. But he gets to that point. And he's been through a lot. But what would you call that?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. But like we were just
He's been through a lot.
there's been a difference there's a difference, okay? Strong-minded people and people that are
Just
still
because you're
strong,
strong minded doesn't mean
people
that
that are
you
still
won't have
strong,
anxiety though.
people that are still strong just don't know how to cope with it. You know what I'm trying to come at? Because I feel like you were kind of like belittling a little bit, and you're like without trying.
I wasn't trying to belittle anyone's trauma.
Hmm.
It's more
Which
like,
everybody has some type of trauma. Everybody.
but being real here,
Uh huh.
there's trauma and then there's trauma.
Yeah.
Like your mom not buying you a pair of shoes that you wanted growing up, but you had your own, like your own room growing up and your own bed, and then your house was over 1,000 square feet.
I'm still traumatized by that.
You can't tell me that, your life was harder than somebody, unless your parents were, bad to you when they put you in chains and all that shit that I hear on the news. So yeah, there is kind of like levels to trauma. I do strongly believe in that.
My dad used to beat me with PVC sticks. You know what PVC sticks are?
Yeah.
He used to. That's trauma. When I go to work sometimes,
No biting, please.
I don't like touching the PVC sticks.
It scares you.
It scares me. It brings back so many memories.
Yeah.
No, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But like everybody has gone through something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody
and I'm not
has
trying to
their own right.
belittle
Everybody has their
anyone,
own
but
right to say, "This is my
that they've
trauma.
had through. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
This is my trauma."
yeah.
But, anyways, I think like mental health is something important that at some point we all need to deal with. You know.
Yeah, and I am glad that there is multiple ways for you to like get help with it.
And I'm proud of my generation for making it such a thing. Although it needed to be
Well,
spoken
we
about.
started it. The millennials kind of started it
Okay,
with
but we
work-life balance.
okay. But like I'm happy that now people are starting to like accept it because like one time I mean my dad didn't believe in mental health at all. Doesn't believe in mental health. He would be like just spank him or grow up, be a man, you know?
Get over it.
Get over it. So like
Well, that's the same way we
kind of
both grew
I
up.
know but kind of like me I somehow have that mindset in a certain kind of way when it comes to me. When it comes to me. I'm just like man up. Get over it, you know?
But the thing is that you never deal with your demons, and what the older you get, the more demons you're gonna get.
Maybe it'll catch up to me. Maybe they'll catch up to me.
But see, that's the wrong mentality. Because if you can fix it, when I fix it.
I'm a procrastinator.
Because for me, that's something that I always kind of like try to do is get ahead of the game. Whenever I feel like I'm getting depressed, I go out and I just stop whatever I'm doing and I go on a walk. Why? Because I know that the sun is gonna give me vitamin D that I need, and then I'm just gonna feel better. And then this bitch is gonna make me feel better too whenever she starts, running all over.
I guess you will.
But I mean, to go back to how to like deal with it, Isaac Days helps. Obviously, getting if it's very bad for me, my anxiety it got so bad that I needed to get medicated at one point. Going to the doctors and just speaking about it. Obviously, therapy helps a lot. That has helped me out in ways that like I don't need medicine to be able to cope with some of my anxiety.
But you couple it with other medicinal ways.
Yeah, I do. But it's something that God created. You know?
Do you think you abuse it?
Do I abuse it? No. I don't think I abuse it as much as I could. To be honest with you. If that answers your question.
Yeah. Me, the only
Ouch.
thing
Stop it.
I really do to help me like cope with certain things is like
Alcohol?
alcohol.
Do you think you abuse it?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I do think I do. But I know I'm so young, and I need to stop using that as an excuse, you know, because it's about to be 3 years.
The other way to cope with it is healthier than alcohol. Just
I know,
FYI.
I know.
And it's actually
But
medical. And it doesn't get you a DUI.
I don't know. I I don't like
You're
it.
also pretty close minded
I am very close.
about a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And I think it's a lack of education. So I do feel like there are some people that whenever you don't agree with, like what, for example, me, whenever you tell me something that I don't agree with, I do research because I do want to get to the point where I do understand what like how you are telling me things. Because there's so many things that you teach me that like you have no idea.
Oh, I'm over here teaching him things.
No, for real. Because you are a different type of Isaac that I wish I had.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So it's kind of like it's not so much
Oh
about
shit, I am close-minded.
you are.
I am very close-minded. Because I choose what I want to believe, And if I just don't believe it, I don't
You
believe
should
it, and
don't.
that's it. And I'm not gonna do my research.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna take the part that I like and go with it.
I don't.
That's just how I am.
The thing is that I truly believe that you can get along with everyone as long as you understand where they're coming from,
I don't.
and that's fine.
I don't.
But
For me,
there
it's
are
like if I don't
some.
like you, I don't like you.
Now there are some people like if you come for me or if you did something shady to me, obviously that's it. I don't need to understand you. But if you're a friend or if I care for you, I am gonna put in the effort to understand you.
But my thing is, there's people
Because
that feel
why
like
wouldn't you try to understand somebody that you love? That's kind of shady of you not to try to understand somebody's point.
it depends what they've done.
No, it doesn't. You
It
know the
does.
people that love you and are gonna be there for you no matter what they did or they did not do.
But Isaac, you had a very good friend that was there for you all for like
And how many times did I go back?
I don't know how many times you guys
Two.
got into a fight.
2 times.
Too.
The first time he showed me who he was, and the second
No,
time
I'm not
he.
talking about him. I'm talking about her. And you guys don't talk at all.
Oh,
And
yeah, but
although her
that is something that happened on the spot, and that is a secluded area where you don't mess with. That's a dot that I don't want to be involved with. So I don't need to understand it because it's not excusable.
but have you like reached out?
Nope,
You haven't reached out?
nothing. You can. I've asked.
Because
Should I? Because I do feel bad, but
I
at the
know
same
you shouldn't
time,
have felt bad. So we have a friend that said a racist remark, and she got called out, and she didn't like it. Which her how deep do you want to get into it? Not too deep. Um,
and I just didn't care to have an explanation. When usually I give all my friends a space to explain themselves before I make my mind up. And in this case, it was kind of like, yo, you fucked up. And then I didn't get a response. So that kind of answered my
okay,
question.
okay, I'll take that.
Because what I wrote wasn't an attack. It wasn't a you did this. It was more like there's no excuse for it. And then what I should have received is an apology.
But it wasn't towards you.
It wasn't, but it was around me.
Okay.
And I'm not one to just like
Now, don't get me
surround
wrong.
myself with people like that.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean because that what happened should have never happened. You know. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
We should end it here. So what do you think?
Well, this has been our little spiel about mental health and where we at right now with it. Obviously,
Hmm.
we're still kind of like figuring it out. I can tell you, I've done a lot of work on myself with therapy,
And
and I'm
I've done
still trying
I've done a lot of my work on myself with
with
alcohol.
alcohol. And we're still learning. So, girlies, as long as you always strive to be better and work on yourself and always remember that mental health it is a kind of important thing to always pay attention.
If you choose for it to be important.
You should always have that in mind.
Hmm.
My name is Isaac,
And my name is Henry.
and
And we
this
are
Wine
Wine with
with the
the Gays.
Gays. All right. Have that in mind.
Hmm.
My name is Isaac,
And my name is Henry.
and
And we
this
are
Wine with the gays.